Sammy, what's going on? T-Money, what's going on? How's everybody doing? AD in the building, what's going on, brother? Hopefully you and the family are doing well. I've been seeing some pictures. I always like seeing people posting pictures of their family, man. Prudence, how are you doing? Vegas was very, very good. Learned a lot. Uncle, what's going on? Taz, what's going on? Ray, what's going on? Marvin, Rick G in the building. Renz, what's going on? Delbo in the building. Dan, what's going on? As y'all see by the title, have not been up in a while. Just want to let everybody know I'm alive and well, man. I'm doing very, very good. Smoking on a new cigar that we are probably going to, well, not probably. I'm not going to give away any information, but we'll be featuring them in the club here soon. They're making some very good cigars. Company's been out for about 10 years. Haven't seen too many people speaking on them. Me, James, and Nick got a chance to smoke some cigars from the lineup and very impressed with the cigars, very impressed with the owner. So be on the lookout on it. He'll be featured in the club here soon. Very big believer in him. Very quick. Well, not quick. We had a conversation with him during TPE, and I could tell very quickly that things were going to go well. He offered his phone number at the end of the meeting, which was a very personable thing to me, which I don't see a lot of. And it told me that I think we'll have a great relationship. So looking forward to that. Everybody in the club, be out on the lookout on that, because that's who's going to get these cigars featured first. Andre, what's going on? Milwaukee P in the building. Kenny, what's going on? Frankie in the building. Carlos, what's going on? Rob. Kerry, if I didn't say what's going on. Shoddy Boy, what's going on? All the smoke, what's going on, family? I'm good, man. I'm good. In a very good mental space right now. Got some things on the horizon with some projects that be probably soon to be working on. Some things that may be happening in the next couple of years or so. Some things we're going to start getting into in the forefront. We're going to try to start putting them in the forefront and trying to start working towards goals, so everybody knows the goal of mine is to become a blender. We may be potentially trying to start a cigar company at some point too, which is something that we'll be looking at. So also shout out to my brother Rob too, man. The fragrance of the day is Terra d'Hermes by Hermes. If you guys are into vetiver, patchouli, citrus notes, classic fragrance. I'm a huge fan of it. I think everybody likes this fragrance that I've been around, except for my wife. She hates this stuff. She hates vetiver. She hates patchouli. Those are two notes that I am a very big fan of. I like to smell classy, as I like to say. She says I like to smell old, but this stuff is fantastic. I told her the other day that this is something that I'll probably wear for the rest of my life. It's a very easy going fragrance. If you don't mind smelling different, it's something you can wear all the time, but at the same time, it's not a smell that everybody's going to smell all the time. And I think it smells wonderful. And as my boy Rob says, the only thing that is about is smelling amazing every day. This is a very, very good fragrance. If you're not in tune with Terra d'Hermes, which I believe came out in 2006, 2007. So definitely get your hands on that if you are into fragrance. It is a very, very good fragrance. Yes, and I did see somebody in there say start blending. That is the plan. And haven't really let too many people know about this, but I mean, it's kind of not really shying away from public knowledge. I think eventually I'm going to try to start running my own company. That is the goal. So that is the end goal for me, is to try to run a company. But at first, I still want to get into blending and kind of know what blending is about. So we're going to kind of lay it in layman's terms. You got John Huber at Crown Heads, and then you got Dion Giolito. They both run companies, but Dion's more into the blending aspect. So I will try to be more towards a Dion, more so as a John Huber. Not taking anything away from John. Y'all know that's my boy, that's my guy. But I want to get more into actually blending cigars. That's an actual interest of mine. So that's what I want to do. So had a lot of good talks while we were at TPE. Lee Mack, as you guys have been seeing, if you're not following him already, make sure that you are tuned in and subscribe to his channel. He's been doing some interviews. I've been saying to myself, and I know a lot of you guys that do follow him already, I think that he's doing a hell of a great job with the interviews. He's doing a lot better interviews than the people that so-called call themselves doing this as a full-time job. And I always say it's always a good thing to make sure you're relatable to the people that you're watching. So, but as you guys see from the title, man, I'm alive, as my boy SB or Sean said, I'm alive. And then, like I said too, man, everybody is human. So as me saying that there's a lot of different meanings behind me saying that So, of course, in due time, we will be releasing the rest of Cigar Madness. There are some cigar reviews that I have already pre-recorded that will be released as well too. But just be on the lookout. I'm going to purposely be gearing myself away from just doing cigar reviews. I'll be doing a lot more different projects, me and Eric, which will be great because it'll allow me and Eric to be a lot more creative. I'll be gearing the channel towards different things, so it won't just be cigar reviews. So don't be alarmed. I know some people may not like that. It is what it is. If it's not to your liking, that's cool. Unsubscribe, stop watching. Makes me no difference. All the people that'll really be there will be still watching and tuned in to see what's going on, but just want to give everybody a forewarning. And also, we got a lot of big things going on for the club. Black Line Select is getting ready to roll out. The first month of it will be here in the next few days. So be out on the lookout on that as well. A lot of big things coming with Black Line, man. So y'all be out on the lookout of that. We got some big announcements coming up. We got some big things coming up for the rest of the year. So stay tuned with that. Tony, what's going on, family? Let's see what we got. Our more black cigar blenders. Yeah, man. You know, that's what I'm hoping for, because I mean, there's not a lot of black blenders, and then, you know, also on top of that too, I'm looking at the age gap. A lot of the guys that are doing it are much older than me. So, you know, also just trying to remain different and trying to remain unique. But I agree, there's not a lot of black representation in the cigar community, period, in the cigar industry. I won't say community. There's a lot of representation in the community, but we don't have enough of it in the forefront in the industry. And I think we definitely need to change that, because as far as minorities, as far as black people, we're spending a lot of money. And it's not even just black people. I would say there's a very big female presence starting to become noticed as well too. So I think to stay in tune with it while that's all growing, I think that there needs to be a direct translation into the community with that too. I think there needs to be more black cigar reps. There needs to be more black cigar owners, more blenders. There needs to be some representation with it too. So I'm going to try to do my part to make sure that I get into the industry and do what I can to help spread the education and spread knowledge on cigars. So that's what I'm definitely going to try to do. Big E, what's going on? Definitely. I told him too. I think he's a great interviewer. Gabrielle, what's going on, family? Yeah, that's I'm definitely gonna keep it rolling, you know. So as far as the cigar reviews, man, it's sometimes, like I've said in the beginning, most people that have followed me for a long time have known that I didn't come on this YouTube platform to become a cigar reviewer. Really, to be quite honest with you, I didn't even plan on doing this for 4 or 5 years. I felt like for me, if I was still reviewing cigars, then I would be a complete failure in 4 or 5 years if I hadn't made my way in the industry by then. Not taking anything away from people that want to review cigars. There are quite a few people out there that's what they want to do. That's why they started, was to become a cigar reviewer. Most people that have followed me for a long time know that I wanted to use this as a stepping stone to get into the industry without becoming a cigar sales rep. Again, no shade to any of those guys. It's just something that I particularly didn't want to do. I'm confident in my ability and what I'm able to do, and I think that no matter what I do, I'm going to be successful in it. So that's the lane that I'm gonna try to go in. So you'll be seeing some different things, but at the same time too, still gonna be putting out content. There's still a lot of great cigar reviewers out there. You got Cowboy, Ashhead, a lot of the OGs, the people that you guys have been following already. A lot of great channels out there that do cigar reviews. So definitely make sure you're staying in tune with them. Of course, you guys know the GOAT Lee Mack is still putting out quite a bit of content, so he's gonna keep us laced up with that good content. Anthony, I appreciate that, man. Your palate is exceptional, therefore you will do well. That's kind of how I feel too. I've never said I feel like I have the best palate in the world, but for me, I always feel like if you stay full of integrity and you stay honest, I think that you will always do well. So for me, that's kind of how I look at these things. I'm always going to try to remain honest with you guys at all times. I'm always going to keep the integrity there. Not try to sugarcoat anything, but at the same time, I think I want to kind of gear more towards the educational side, telling people these are cigars that I like, why I like them, and just kind of try to enhance the community and try. And my job now is I want to try to get as many people in the cigar community as possible. I want to try to gain as many people smoking cigars as possible. And not only do I want to bring them in the community, but I want them to also stay in the community. Because you guys know with booms and hype and all that stuff, people will start. But the problem will be maybe trying to keep people more along the lines of smoking long term. So that's what I'm going to try to gear towards. Jermaine, what's going on? Pharrell, what's going on? Brett, appreciate that, man. Y'all hit that thumbs up or thumbs down, whatever y'all decide. Antonio, what is going on?